Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Couch Talk Podcast. This is episode 59, I believe I would like to say. And if you go to enjoy, please make sure to subscribe, like, turn on post notifications. I'm your co-host, Sam Weiss, and my fellow co-host over here is...
Jackson Hartman, if you heard any of that.
Yeah, no, we did, don't worry. It took a few seconds, but we got it. And today we are on for yet another episode. We're recording just a few hours before the episode premieres, but that's okay. I couldn't have done much earlier. I just actually had to jump into our first little section here of talking. I just had my first tutoring session for the standardized selective enrollment test. I did this one. I have two more in May, and then we'll have to set up some schedule for the summer. I don't know when that'll be, maybe once every couple weeks, but yep, so I have my first session for that. And yeah, so Jackson, explain to us where the hell you are, why you're there, and what's happened in the last few days. Go ahead.
Watch me hit that metal over there.
Good job.
Yeah, I've become a very sharp shot when it comes to Nerf guns. I have a bunch of them here.
Oh, the lag is bad.
If you didn't know, this was my room. It's extremely big. Really?
Yeah.
It was a lot worse.
It's bad, like really bad. I mean, it's better now,
like
but
I said, it
could get worse.
Wait, is do you mean like, is the audio unsynchronized?
Very, and you kind of cut in and out.
Or like if I'm talking, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's understandable, but if it gets...
But can you make out what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it gets to too much of a bad extent, we can just stop, put in a clip champ, and you can figure it out.
Or I'll turn my camera off.
You can keep it on for now. If it gets too bad, you can do that.
Oh no, I don't think it even heard what I just said. Can you hear what I just said?
Yeah, you said, or you can just turn your camera off.
Like just now?
Yep, just now.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, so if it gets too bad, you can do it, but it's okay.
I'm sure Sam has put this fact in the title, but I have coronavirus.
That is going to be the title.
I've had it since like Tuesday.
I mean, you're wearing a bit of a corona...
My life has been pretty boring. I mean, not boring. What?
Nothing. It's fine. You continue.
What?
I said nothing. You can continue.
Oh. So yeah, I mean, my life hasn't been boring. I've watched a ton of movies.
Okay, turn your camera off. Sorry.
I am continuing.
Okay.
So
all right.
Anyways,
let's see how it goes.
I've seen a lot of good movies. Bro, shut up. Could you not hear any of it?
No.
Sam, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, can you hear me?
Jesus. So, I've been watching good movies. Like, have you seen The Social Network?
Let me search it up. I believe I did see it early quarantine. The Social Network 20.
It's got Jesse Eisenberg. It's really good. I like it a lot. So that was a good movie.
Wait, let me see.
I watched Inception.
No, I haven't seen
and The Matrix in the same day. That was also good.
Oh, cool.
I think I watched Inception last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I watched Happy Gilmore. I watched Grown Ups. I'm finishing The Other Guys.
I love Grown Ups.
I watched so many movies. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I've been watching quite a bit of Criminal Minds too, to occupy my time instead of doing schoolwork. Whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. This is a real reason we're online. Hartman has COVID. That's the title, probably. Hartman has COVID or something, or Hartman has Corona. But I mean, from what I could tell, you were wearing a Corona in themed shirt. It was like a Hawaiian shirt with Corona, kind of correlates, I guess. But Yeah, we do not have another fragrance to put out. I'm going to be buying a fragrance this weekend because I've been saving up for it. It's a Tom Ford Ombre Leather. It's $140 for the 50 ml, 1.7 ounce, but that will be shown next podcast. But yeah, we had a lunch. Actually, Jackson, you weren't there, but today we had lunch in the auditorium stage, and they showed Star Wars, which I don't think they would because I thought Star Wars was PG-13 and they couldn't do that. But they did. And then after we were done eating, we went into the seats, and then Miss Miller came, and before I knew it, Teddy had to leave because Teddy had to go because he was whispering to Charlie. Obviously, it's recess. Cash left because he asked a question, and no one was even in front of me. It's also recess. We're watching a movie. I put my feet up on the auditorium seats because no one's in front of me. It's not weird. It's recess, and then she's like, "Get up, you gotta go." Now I was fine with that, but I will admit I was kind of on my phone.
Different standards.
Yeah, and my phone, she was calling, I'm like, no, and I didn't put it, it missed my pocket, and it landed under me, and I was sitting on it, and she's like, get up, you gotta go, and I'm like, okay, and I thought maybe she would turn around and not face me so I could walk behind her, but she just stood there and looked me down. I'm like, can I not, just let me stay, just let me stay, I don't want to go, and she's like, come on, I'm like, no, this went on for a couple minutes, until she was getting actually mad. I'm like, fine. So I stand up. I'm like, dang it. It seems my phone fell out of my pocket. I'm really sorry it was in my pocket. It was in the zipper. And she's like, all right, come on. I don't think she even processed the fact that I had my phone. But either way, it was a W. I didn't get my phone taken away. So I went out to the hallway. I was there. So was Teddy. So was Cash. So was Dane. So obviously we didn't do anything that bad because everyone else was out there and three other kids were out there. So, yeah, Miss Miller was that. And then Mr. Schaefer emailed my parents, and my parents emailed me, or forwarded the email to me. And that's not good. And then I just got another email from my mom that was forwarded from Mr. Schaefer about the vocab study being missing. And she's, upset about that. But it's not missing. It's not due until 11:59 p.m., meaning it's not due for over 6 more hours. It's not missing. And I'm going to do it after the podcast, before dinner, and it'll take me half an hour. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not even missing. So, they're just kind of mad that I was, disrespectful. But, yeah. I mean, in Aspen, it shows that I have an 83 in reading because I have a missing. But, honestly, I could take the missing. I did the math. Even if I end up with a B, I can still get a 92 something, 93. So, for the average grade, but
I think the thing that you're saying about the movie, it's not recess. I mean, you're inside. There's different standards when you're inside, and you're supposed to be watching a movie, not putting your feet up on the seat in front of you, or looking at your phone.
Well, the looking at the phone is irrelevant because I didn't get in trouble for that. But the thing with the seat is, she, could have told me to put my feet down. She literally just got mad for no reason. It's not like she came over before. She may have come over once before, but for no reason. We were just, talking. But, it is recess. And even when we're watching a movie, we can still, talk and whisper. But she could have said, Sam, can you please put your feet down for me?
Recess.
But it is. It was literally recess. It was lunch and then recess. It was indoor recess. And if we're whispering, that's not the issue. My feet were up. She could have said, Sam, put your feet down. It's not like my feet were up 2 other times and she said, put them down. She didn't have to send me out into the hallway for the last, 10-something minutes. She could have said to put him down like a respectable person.
Well, the expectations changed and the situation changed. It's not recess. That's your problem. It wasn't recess.
Bro, are you damn. It was recess though. We've been in 7th grade for a good couple hundred days. It goes lunch, recess. The movie was after lunch. We were having indoor recess. Mr. Schaefer literally
You're
said,
sacrificing your recess.
Mr. Schaefer literally said, you guys are having recess in the auditorium today. His words. Yeah. So it was recess, and even though we were watching a movie, it was classified as being recess, and she could have said to put my feet down, and then if I'd done it again, sent me into the hallway. Like there was there were like 3 rows of empty ass seats, like 3 rows. So I was not interfering with anybody, and no one was behind us or anything. So it's not like I would block people's views. And she could have told me to put him down. Like it's annoying. I got in trouble for it, and my dad is not that mad because he understands. And I told him the story, but my mom isn't home yet, and we'll see what she says. And she may be a different case, but I don't. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know what your parents will say.
Yeah. Who knows? But it is what it is. The vocab quiz went good. I got an 11 out of 12, which I don't know what that is. I think that's a 91. So good for me, I guess. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Damn it. Oh yes, and the math quiz went good. It was a big quiz. It was a big quiz. I think it was like 20 questions or 21 questions. I think I got a couple wrong, but I still think I pulled like a B. So that's good. And yeah, tech is okay. I'm not a huge fan of tech, but we only have another 5 days of it, so it is what it is. So yeah. I will pass it over to you now, Jackson, if you want to talk about anything. Oh, actually, I got one more thing.
Interesting.
Jackson, I don't know if
you're
into
I got
this,
a few things to talk about.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just one really quick.
Really a lot.
Huh?
I said it's really a lot on the same thing, but whatever. You said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, it's very very quick. I started reading The Hobbit. I don't know if you don't know if you give a shit, but I just wanted to tell you. I don't know if you read that kind of stuff. I don't know if you read like Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but I know you said, I think someone said to me like before Lord of the Rings, read The Hobbit, so I picked it up today and I started it. So it's an interesting fact. But over to you now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, I have coronavirus. I've been stuck in my room for a while, and I've gotten to know a lot about myself. It's very interesting. I don't recommend isolation for 5 days, but, I'm on day 3. I'm going a little crazy. Done Trump it up here a few times, well, actually only once. Don't have any new comic books, which kind of sucks. I have the TV that was in my parents' bedroom in here now, so I can watch the news or watch TV shows.
That's good.
Yep, still haven't read a single page up in my room. Don't know why. Been watching a lot of movies, been wearing less pants. That's what everybody says. They're like, oh, in COVID you don't need to wear pants, but I would rather not wear a shirt than not wear pants. Like that, it's weird. Like, if you don't want to wear pants, wear shorts. It's weird that you don't wear pants.
How so?
And if you do want to wear pants and not feel like you're going to work, wear sweatpants. Everybody's got sweatpants. And you never go to work in sweatpants, so unless you're like anybody but a CEO or a VP. So if you're not a worker like that, you can just wear... I don't know. But never mind. So yeah, I wear Hawaiian shirts now.
Yes, that's nice.
Hardly buttoned. It's very nice. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, yeah, that's nice.
Have you seen Toy Story, Sam?
Nope.
Never mind, dumb question. Of course you have.
Of course.
Are you kidding?
Nope, not kidding. Never seen it. Don't plan on seeing it. But I've heard they are really, really good. So maybe if my cousins come, we'll watch that together.
Yeah, movies like those I think are pure gold. Ones like Toy Story and Cars, and I think there was another movie I was thinking about the other day. Oh, like Ratatouille.
I love Ratatouille.
I really enjoy watching.
Ratatouille's good. Yeah. Big Hero 6 is a good kids one.
Yes, Ratatouille.
I love the Madagascar trilogy. Those are good.
Madagascar is mid.
Why?
You know, I don't know. But honestly, I've been talking about this to my friends before I got sick. Using the word mid is mid. I mean, I hate people that use it.
Why?
It's just really, it's annoying.
I mean, but like, it's, you either describe something as good or as bad. What if it's middle? You're going to say, damn, that's like a really middle thing.
Oh, it's good.
Or like, that's really average. It just doesn't sound good. It flows off the tongue when you say, hey, that's kind of mid. It just rolls better.
If you FaceTime me later, just call me. Don't worry. You can talk to Sam during the day.
Yeah, well. So yeah, since I can't really leave my room, I just got dinner.
What'd you get?
Which is filet, I think.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It is very yummy.
Yes, I bet. Damn, now I'm hungry.
When it comes to mock trial, I forgot what you are.
Juror. So, social studies
You a
has
witness?
been one of the most free things for me. It's been really fun. We've been like doing like nothing for the last few days, and it's fun. Like we just do like random activities. So it's gonna be a fun few weeks.
Yeah. So, since, I'm not a juror, I'm a lawyer, I've been very busy in social studies, but
sure.
in social studies class, I haven't done very much because, my lawyers are Or
Your other
my
lawyer people?
friend lawyers. My student lawyers are okay.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt them. You mentioned their names before. Well,
I mean, it's hard to keep them on task sometimes, but
I mean, you know what? I
have
bet
an
they're more on
intention.
task than us. Like in our class, Mr. Barris left the room for like 10 minutes. I'm surprised he didn't burn the place down. Like it was crazy, but continue.
yeah. That's about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really interesting doing things like reading the case in the witness statements, but
yeah, I'm sure.
besides that, it's been a little unproductive.
Yeah, I guess. But
I don't know what to do though. Like, do we organize ideas? Do we make another timeline? I don't know what to do.
I guess it's maybe like review. I really can't put a foot in there. I really have no idea. I have nothing to do with that. But I guess apparently we are a very bad class that has a big reputation because I think a lot of like teachers have come to Schaefer about it. So I guess that's a bit of an L. But I mean, we'll go down as one of the craziest classes in history. So W on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us got
Mr.
spared.
Barris said 1 year he had all the boys. Mr. Barris said 1 year for the mock trial, he had all the boys on the jury vote for one team and all the girls vote for the other side.
Yeah, that sounds like something we would do, but we're not going to do that because we're a good class. We're not a good class. But yeah, I don't know. You know what, Jackson? You've inspired me. I'm not going to eat like shit today. I'm going to ask my dad to make some fish because now I'm craving fish, and I want some fish.
When I said filet, I meant filet mignon.
Oh, you're eating like a $100 steak. I see.
Steak.
Yes.
Steak.
Yeah, steak. I understand. Well, in that case, no.
But fish sounds just as good.
Yeah. Steak isn't a huge thing for me unless it's like not super
encourage you,
brown
go
but not
ahead.
super red. It has to be like steak for me. It needs to be perfectly cooked to my liking, which doesn't always happen, which is fine because people aren't perfect. So, it is what it is. Okay, so
I sound so wet right now eating filet mignon.
yeah, I guess filet could be filet mignon too. Okay, so
Instead of an expensive fish, I meant the expensive beef.
yes, yeah. Isn't how?
Costs that are like $45.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, filet mignon is up there with like the New York Strip, all those. This portion of the podcast is for all you athletic people out there. I'm training to build my core in track. If you didn't know, Jackson, I competed in 2 events, and in both of those events, I got first place in one of them and second place in the other. So, thank you.
That's great.
Thank you. But the second place, I'm happy about, but I could have gotten first place. So, for me in running, I can go out really fast for the first 100. The next 200, I'm really fast. Really, really fast. But the last 100, I slow down, and that's what cost me being in first place for versus second for the other. So, I'm going to do 20 pull-ups to build it. If you don't know, guys, months ago, we did 10 pull-ups. Just a few podcasts ago, we did 15. And now we're doing 20. And my goal is to build up to 100 pull-ups by the 2-year podcast. So 100 pull-ups by the 2-year podcast.
100 pull-ups is a lot of pull-ups.
It is, but I think when I was like 6 or 7 in gymnastics, I could do like 30, maybe 40 on a good day. So, okay, 20 pull-ups. Jackson, do you think? Tell me to be honest.
I don't know how many pull-ups they do for it.
Yeah, that's how I used to do for gymnastics when I was like in first grade or something. Do you think it is
for Murph, which is that really tough workout you did?
What about
Remember Murph? That really tough workout.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I like that.
We did half of that.
Yeah, that was only
we
like
did half of that, and I can't remember how many pull-ups they do. I think they do 100 pull-ups.
Yeah, it was only like 50. Okay. So Jackson, do you think it's fair to say we do 10 real pull-ups and 10 Mr. Fair pull-ups?
That sounds fine.
Yeah? Okay. Because I feel like when someone does 100 goddamn pull-ups, not every single one of them is perfect. So if none of you know what a full pull-up is, this is a full pull-up like this. And then that's 10 of those. And I'm going to do a Mr. Fair pull-up, which is our gym teacher. We go here, about halfway down, halfway, then up.
Well, you're talking about chin-ups, keep in mind. You're talking about chin-ups. Pull-ups is where you go even higher and put it to your chest.
Oh, pull-up isn't even above chin. Pull-up is up to your chest. That must be impossible. You mean like up here, though? Not like here?
Yeah, you don't know how strong some people can get.
I mean, no. Like, that's not the thing. I'm not tall enough to get into the middle of my stomach.
What do you mean you're not?
What do you mean I'm not? Like, look. This is where the bar comes. I can't get it to here without going like this and going like up and over. It's impossible.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm looking it up.
Either way, while you look that up, I gotta go pee real quick. When I get back,
actually,
we're doing. Sorry, what is it?
It says you do stop from your chin. It says you do at your chin.
Yeah, chin-ups are just like... Chin-ups are using your hands like this, not like this.
Oh, is it the grip?
Yeah, but chin-ups, pull-ups, it doesn't matter. The grip, I don't care. So I'll be back in a minute, and we're going to do the 20.
Wow, guys are dead. Guys seen any movies lately? I have. You know, Inception was really, really good. I I'm gonna watch that again. And I probably will because I didn't get half of it.
Okay. Turns out I do a new fragrance, but it's like a little 8 ml sample I forgot about. But I can just show that later. It's not like big. It's nothing to go over really. But, you know. Okay. So, 10, 15, that seemed pretty doable. Like, I can do that. This, I think I will actually fail. I should probably trust myself, but I don't think I can do 20. So, if I fail, we will wait another like 20 minutes, and if I fail, we can try one more time at the end of the podcast. And if I don't do it then, we'll try again at next episode. Because this 20 is not
Sounds
easy.
fair.
20 is not easy. So, we are going to do a variation of 5 real pull-ups, 5 Mr. Fair, 5 real, 5 Mr. Fair. We're going to switch off. So 2 sets of 5 each. Okay. Possible 20.
Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'll be fast.
Sure thing. Alright, guys. Okay, we just check our like notifications.
When you freshen your breath.
Hell on, jeez. Oh, sorry.
Alright, go.
Alright, sorry, one last.
When you're ready.
Okay, whatever. Okay, 20 pull-ups. Oh, shit, this is gonna be hard. Alright, we can try. Alright, we're gonna start with the first 5 real. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. God damn it, 2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
That may have been 21. I'll have to recount. Oh my god. Whew. Okay.
Sam, I'm not trying to sound like a snitch or a snot because I can't. I give you a lot of props for that, but I'm pretty sure a normal pull-up quote is when you extend your arms all the way down and then pull yourself back up.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, well in that case, never gonna happen. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. So from now on, we're not doing real
I
pull-ups.
give you respect for doing all those pull-ups, but because I probably can't. But I'm just saying, I think a quote real pull-up would be something similar.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Do you have anything you really want to talk over? Anything you want to get off your chest before I showcase something else of mine? Because I've been doing a lot of talking.
Before I forget, I watched Inception last night.
Oh, cool.
Have you seen that movie?
Nope.
Yeah, with Leonardo DiCaprio. That was a really good movie. And I think since of Leonardo DiCaprio, it reminded me of this other movie called Don't Look Up, which is on Netflix. I've talked to you about this before. I think you said you weren't intending on seeing it.
Yeah.
But from the few movies I've seen from Leonardo DiCaprio, like Catch Me If You Can and now Inception, I think he's a really great actor. I mean, he's got to be one of the best.
Yeah, he's good.
Considering is The Wolf of Wall Street still your favorite movie?
Either that or The Irishman. It's hard to decide.
Right.
No, probably The Wolf of Wall Street.
Probably
The Wolf of Wall Street. The Irishman is just so long. And Irishman is a lot slower. But Irishman is a, like, really damn close second.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm now facing the brutal truth that because I just watch a movie, I think it's incredible, but I can't just constantly be pumping out new favorites.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I said my recent favorite was, I think, Moneyball. I'll have to rewatch Forrest Gump because I still think that one's an easy candidate. But now I gotta pair my movies up against each other to see which one's better or which one's the best.
Yeah, I've learned not to throw favorites out there.
I gotta put real thought in this. I
Yeah.
can't just be like, oh, I watched this new movie and now it's my favorite.
Yeah, it's a big thing. I mean, Wolf of Wall Street, I probably saw, like, 2019, I would like to say. I mean, yeah, that was, like, my hardcore number one for well over 2 years, close to 3. So, well over 2 years was my favorite before I even gave thought to a possible new number one. So, yeah. But anyway, since you don't have much more besides that, like you said, I have one more thing, and then we can get off here because this has been about a 40-minute cast. This little thing here, regarded as the best men's fragrance to ever be made. This is from Fragrance Net. They are one of the best damn places ever. You can find some fragrances for $80 off, some for maybe $150 off around there.
Sam, you gotta just lower the volume.
Sorry.
It's so loud. I mean, you're louder than mine, please.
Anyway, so this is Creed Aventus, the eau de parfum, not the cologne version. If you know anything about fragrances, you know exactly what this is. Fragrance Net has been in business for about 2.5 decades. They've placed 30 million orders. They're legitimate, and they get like $100 off, maybe more. So here it is. It's in like a little red vial. There it is, right there. Let's take it out. This is an 8 ml, 0.27 ounce vial. This is about a 1 month supply if you use it every day with 5 sprays. But this will probably last me closer to like a few months since I don't use it every single day. I've used it about twice, maybe three times, and I've used 2 milliliters of it up, and it is good. Like, it's probably my favorite fragrance right now. I'm buying a new one called Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. I had a sample of that, but I gave it to Mitchell for $5, and I used it like twice, and it was a really like sweet and leathery. But this is really citrusy. It's really woody, and it's like kind of like just aromatic, and it's good. Damn it. Okay, hold on, sorry. Creed. I didn't pull up the right website. Here we go. So the main accords in this is fruity, sweet, leather, woody, smoky, tropical, fresh, musky, and citrus. And then the top notes are pineapple, bergamot, blackcurrant, and apple. The middle notes are birch, patchouli, Moroccan jasmine, and rose. And the base notes are musk, oak moss, ambergris, and vanilla. The perfumers are Erwin Creed and John Christoph Hartman. I guess Olivia Creed, who's the OG 6th generation perfumer, wasn't involved in this, but that's okay. And yeah, so I don't really have a lot more to say.
So many different smells. How can they put so many different smells in the one tiny bottle? Well, I mean, I guess it's not a matter of size, but it's like, what's the point of adding just one little bit more, like one dash of jasmine or something? Nobody, unless they're very trained to notice that stuff, is really going to notice.
Oh, I mean, I notice. And also, it depends if it's the top of the fragrance, the middle, or the base. The top is the first couple hours. The middle is the next couple hours. The base is the last couple hours. This is, for instance, this is very citrusy.
Oh, that's what they mean.
Yeah, this is very citrusy off the top. This is more sweet, more kind of warm and like sensual in the middle, and then more woody and more dark in the base. It is really good, but I have to do about 7 sprays to get like at least like 7 hours, maybe 6 to 8 hours longevity.
Well, that body spray just wears off pretty fast.
Yeah, this stuff is just it's not great with longevity. Axe is Like Axe doesn't like it's supposedly supposed to last 48 hours. This is mad cap, but even though it's gone after a couple hours, the Axe, you can still smell like it's a nice little like just refreshing. Like it's not really a scent. It just makes you kind of smell just like clean. So yeah, but this is really damn good. This is
It's because I do gym class.
Huh?
I said maybe it's because I do gym class, but it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, I mean it's Axe body
Like,
spray.
maybe
It's
I sweat it off.
It's $7. It's not gonna last. Fragrance is the opposite. More you sweat, more comes off. I wore Versace Eros today. It's a 5-spray fragrance. Usually no one is like, that's too much. People are like, oh, that smells good. What are you wearing? But today I ran to school because I left at like 8:13 and I still went to 7-Eleven. And I was sweating like a madman because I literally ran to school and went to 7-Eleven in like 5 minutes. And it was too much because I was sweating and the fragrance was getting like absorbed and the heat was like releasing energy. But if you're not sweating, it's better. Anyway, this is good. This actually is $335 for the 50 ml 1.7 ounce or $445 for the 100 ml 3.4 ounce. I do plan on buying the 50 ml, but I think my parents are getting this as a birthday gift, and I'll get another Creed fragrance with my money. I'll also be buying the 50 ml 1.7 ounce ombre leather from Tom Ford, $140. It's a sweet leather fragrance. It is a really good scent. Just kind of smells like really just. It says it's for women and for men, but I don't really think so. Before we go, the main accords of that one, which I'll be purchasing this weekend, are leather, aromatic, white floral, warm, spicy, amber, smoky, earthy, mossy, patchouli, and woody. So it shares a little bit with Aventus, but not too much. Perfumer is Sonia Constant. She makes a ton of Tom Fords. This is one of the most simple fragrances ever. It has 6 notes. Top notes, cardamom. Middle notes, leather, jasmine, sambac. Base notes, amber, moss, patchouli. So it opens kind of sweet. The middle is more like musky and citrusy and floral, and the base is more just like woody and heavy and refined. So, yeah. But this stuff rules. It's very, very expensive. But yeah, it's Creed Aventus. If you know, you know. You'll smell this if you ever come over. I'll have you smell it, and whenever if you come back in school, I'll do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thing. You'll smell it and you'll love it because it's like really citrusy and just woody and warm and this is my favorite fragrance ever. This or Tom Ford ombre leather. Probably this though, but it's hard to say because ombre leather I could smell in my coat and I wore it yesterday. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to enjoy, please make sure to subscribe, like, post notifications on. Episode 50, or I think episode 60 is dropping next week. I think this is 59, so make sure to tune in to episode 60, the big 6-0, coming soon. And in about a month, in about a month, a little bit more than a month, like closer to a month and a half, we'll be having the 1 1/4 of a year episode. But until then, stay safe, be good people, stealing that from dead meat. This has been a pretty good podcast. I think it's going to be about 45 minutes, 43, so yeah, not bad. Thanks for watching. Peace, Jackson. Don't let COVID get you too good. Don't want to get you too bad. Stay safe. Hang in there. See ya.
Yep.
Bye.
That's it. Bye.
So.